All right, another homework help for 12.4 deals with groups of people or individuals doing work. Now, two people or two groups together can get a job done in 8 hours. Now, if one of them, one group or one person, does it by themselves, it takes 10 hours more. So the other person can get it done in this many hours, and then the one we've just spoke of, 10 hours more than that person. But together, they can get it done in 8 hours. So, getting the job done, how much of this job can we get done in 1 hour? Well, we're going to set up an equation. In 1 hour, you can get 1/8 of the job done. That would be the rate per hour. Now, what we're going to do here is figure out, if this is the number of hours, how much can this person get done in 1 hour? Well, that would be 1 over x, using that same principle. And how much work can this person get done in 1 hour? Well, again, it would be 1 over x plus 10. So these are rates. What this person could get done in 1 hour, this person can get done in 1 hour, and what the job is done in 1 hour is 1/8 if it takes 8 hours altogether. So now we have an equation. This plus this gets it done in 8 hours, but we want to find out what x is. So once again, the protocol for doing that, since we have fractions, is to get rid of each of our fractions so that our numerators are over 1. Now, the rule from Chapter 5 still is to multiply each term, and there are 3 terms, by the lowest common denominator, which is actually a combination of all of these. So now, there's my lowest common denominator, and I'm going to multiply each term by this. So multiplying this first term by this, the x's are going to cancel out. I'm going to use it again, so I'm not going to show it's canceling out. But I just then get 8 times x, which is 8x, and 8 times 10, which is 80. So now this is the first term, but the denominators are 1. Now here, in my second term, I'm going to cancel the x plus 10 out here, and all I'm left with now is 8x. Now here, I'm going to cancel the 8 out with this one, and I'm now left with the product of this, which is x squared plus 10x. Okay, so I have a quadratic equation. I have to collect like terms and then put this in standard form, and we'll do it together. So this is going to be 16x plus 80 equals x squared plus 10x. Now I'm going to transpose the 16x to this side, where it becomes a negative 16x, which leaves me with a negative 6x. And I'm going to transpose this to this side, where it becomes a negative 80. And this now equals 0. It's in standard form. And I'm looking now to solve this, and it doesn't factor. So we'll pause and get it set up and then see what it looks like. All right, let's put our A, B, and C into the quadratic formula since this doesn't factor. Our B is a -6, so negative B is going to be a +6. We only are looking for our positive value. Now we're going to square the B, which is 36, minus 4. A, we said was 1, or is 1. And B, we already did that one. C is a -80. And this is all going to be divided by a negative or a +2. 2 times A is 2. All right, let's do some calculations and see what we get. Okay, when I put all of this together, I get 356, which is irrational. So when I took the square root of this, I get all of this. I just leave that in my calculator. Add the 6 to it. Divide by 2, and I get then this. But they want you to round to 1 decimal place. So you go to the second decimal place, it's a 3. So you're just going to drop all this. So the answer is X can get it done by him or herself in 12.4 hours. Now, this other person, if they're asking for this other person that took more, you would just add 10 hours to it. So that would be 22.4. But again, you have to be careful what they're asking. But again, this is the protocol for getting it done and showing your work neatly on your blue sheets if it's a test item. Generally, you don't get this type on a test. You would get partial credit. Okay, let's wrap this up.